Alright, guys. It is Friday, February 10th, 2023, 2:32 p.m. Alright, guys, let's go onto the Bible verse, dailyverse.net, verse of the day. It says, Jesus answered, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. John 14:6. Alright, so this is for the people who worship Mother Mary statues in Mexico. This is for people who worship any other god. You don't go to heaven if you don't follow Jesus. It says Jesus answered, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me, only through Jesus Christ. Alright, guys, let's start with Watchman River. For those of you who don't go to church or don't do a lot of church services, check out the channel Watchman River. He does great videos talking about coming to the Lord, showing end time signs, showing awesome videos. As you see, I watch a lot of them here. You see the little. Sometimes I watch him more than once, but he talks a lot about God, and he is someone great to follow if you're looking to get in contact with the Lord. Alright, guys, let's go to Space River News. Our world needs Jesus. That's what we need. Alright, guys, so let's talk about a couple of articles. It says if Biden blew up American allies' energy pipeline in Russia, shouldn't he be impeached? That's what the Gateway Pundit is posting about. A report yesterday which wasn't claimed how Joe Biden blew up the pipeline providing energy to Europe. So apparently Biden gave the go ahead to destroy the pipeline in Russia. And now the chickens are coming to roost. A lot of people are talking about that. Alright, next. The Gateway Pundit posted Justin Trudeau hijacks Canada's healthcare and threatens provincial premiers to cut off healthcare funding unless they agree to digital health ID in Canada. So heads up, Canada. You got Trudeau threatening that. Also, I heard he was going after a lot of guns in Canada. So prayers for Canada. Hopefully this doesn't go through. But they're trying to get the digital health ID forced on you guys, threatening to cut off funding for healthcare up there if it doesn't go through, which is sad. Alright, guys. Next, New York Times article exposes Fetterman stroke near fatal, serious mental health challenges. Hears Peanuts voices and knows he may have permanently harmed himself by campaigning. So, prayers for the New Jersey senator who's pretty much been going through a lot of stuff lately. Prayers for him. Hopefully he gets out of that and doesn't have to deal with the cronies in Capitol Hill. Alright, next, U.S. to test shots against bird flu outbreak as Biden administration weighs poultry vaccinations. So they're weighing the possibility of vaccinating the chickens against the bird flu shot. But there's something I'll talk about in a little bit about the bird flu shots. Alright, next, vaccines against COVID-19 are now being recommended annually, like the flu shot by the CDC. Alright, so apparently these shots uh, have been possibly been given to be given to kids now at school yearly. So now it's in the vaccine roster for kids to get yearly vaccinations of COVID-19, just like you would get flu shot and all this other stuff. So please pray for all those children and all the people that have to deal with that. All right, all right. Let's go. I'm gonna look up something that I was talking about that had to deal with the flu shot, the bird flu shot. All right, here we go. Bird flu. Are you ready for the conspiracy theorists? Apparently, they're saying that the next pandemic from the World Health Organization is the bird flu. It says that the WHO's Tedros says we must prepare for a potential H5N1 human bird flu pandemic. They're trying to scare people again by giving new names to the flu. So heads up for the people having to deal with the World Health Organization possibly creating a new pandemic. We all know that Bill Gates has been trying and testing with many diseases, even mosquitoes and all this stuff. I've covered it in previous videos. He tests mosquitoes and works with mosquitoes to possibly spread malaria and other diseases, even possibly the COVID shot through mosquitoes. Is one of the things he experiments on. I don't know if he has any success in it, but that's the things he experiments on. If you look at his TED Talks, when he talks about his experiments, it's pretty creepy. Alright, next, for peace, not as a weapon. SpaceX limits Ukraine's military use of Starlink satellite business. So they're trying to get SpaceX links for Ukraine to be for peace, not a weapon. Alright, guys. California hasn't seen a catastrophic earthquake recently, but quiet period won't last. Alright. A lot of fires going on. Alright, researchers in Japan uncover a giant 8-foot Daikoken sword on 16-foot wooden coffin. That might be a giant. I don't know if that is an actual giant or not, but I believe that the giants are in the Bible. And apparently, they brought for the Grammys, they brought a performance that they said was inspired by Satan, brought to you by Pfizer at the 65 Grammy Awards. I was gonna watch the Grammys, but something told me don't watch it, so I didn't watch it, and I was like very happy that I did not watch any of all that craziness that happened at the Grammys. Who knows what's coming up at the Super Bowl? But yeah. Alright, next. Experts believe Chinese satellite fired green lasers over Hawaii. Late last month, mysterious green lasers were spotted from Hawaii's tallest peak. Experts initially said the burst of laser beams were emitted by a NASA spacecraft, though they were proven that that was incorrect. So it wasn't NASA who emitted these green lasers, with evidence pointing to a Chinese satellite. So China possibly showing lasers. Who knows what they're measuring or what they're doing with these green lasers over Hawaii. It says space experts at the National Astronomical Observatory of Japan initially tweeted on January 30th that a Subaru Aishi star camera captured green laser lights in the clouds over Mauna Kea, Hawaii. The lights are thought to be from a remote sensing altimeter satellite, ICESAT 2-43613. So apparently that satellite from China is possibly emitting green lasers over Hawaii. Alright, guys. Next. Social credit Brazilian style. All UBI recipients must be vaxxed. It says this is the CBDCs that are being built for. Apparently, anybody who seriously thinks the Universal Basic Income or UBI programs of the future won't be blown social credit systems need to look no further than Brazil, where newly selected socialist globalist Lula da Silva has decreed that the Bolsa Familia program will require family members to be vaccinated in order to continue receiving benefits. So that's what is happening in Brazil right now with all the vaccines and forcing them to get that. That reminds me of the program we were just talking about with the healthcare for Canada. They're trying to force things. Alright, next. It says on average there have been 24 food processing plant fires per year from 2012 to 2019. Inconclusive. So apparently there have been 24 food processing plants from 2012 to 2019. How many fires for food processing plants in 2022 alone? In the United States, there are about 2,500 food processing plants. In 2022, there were more than 1,200 fires in these facilities, resulting in more than 1 billion in losses. So there is an attack on the food processing plants, it seems, because they don't start randomly. People just go up there and they start lighting food processing plants, so they're trying to cripple the food program. All right, guys. If you're seeing a pattern to all these things where they're trying to force people to do things, let's read this page from a book by the Masons. It says, "Euthanasia for the terminally ill and the age shall be compulsory. No city shall be larger than a predetermined number as described in the work of Calgary. Essential workers will be moved to other cities if the one they are in becomes overpopulated. Other non-essential workers will be chosen at random and sent to underpopulated cities to fill quotas. At least 4 billion useless eaters shall be eliminated by the year 2050 by means of limited wars, organized epidemics, and fatal rapid-acting diseases and starvation. Energy, food, and water shall be kept at subsistence levels for the non-elite, starting with the white populations of Western Europe and North America, and then spreading to other races. The population of Canada, the Western Europe, and United States will be decimated more rapidly than any other continent until the world's population reaches a manageable level of 1 billion, of which 500 million will consist of Chinese and Japanese races, selected because they are people who have been regimed for centuries and who are accustomed to obeying authority without question. From time to time there shall be artificially contrived food and water shortages and medical care to remind the masses that their very existence depends on the goodwill of the Committee of 300. After the destruction of housing, auto, steel, and heavy goods industries, there shall be limited housing, and industries of any kind allowed to remain shall be under the direction of NATO's Club of Rome, as shall all scientific and space exploration development, limited to the elite under the control of the Committee of 300. Space weapons of all former nations shall be destroyed along with nuclear weapons. All essentials and non-essential pharmaceutical products, doctors, dentists, and healthcare workers will be registered in the Central Computer Data Bank, and no medicine or medical care will be prescribed without express permission of regional controllers responsible for each city, town, and village." So that is crazy, crazy. And the bottom here it says the United States will be flooded by peoples of alien cultures. So we are seeing that happening, and this is one of their timelines in the books. There's books out there that they pretty much cover all this kind of information, and people think, oh, it's just a conspiracy theory. No, they are planning a lot of evil stuff, and if you're not in Jesus Christ, you're not protected. You gotta be in Jesus, stay in Jesus, because, see, raise your hand if you love Jesus, because we are in a world right now where these guys are trying their darndest to destroy a lot. I'm just scrolling through my Twitter feed right now, seeing if there's any other pertinent news that I could share. But pretty much, guys, stay in Jesus. Read the Bible every day if you can. What I do is I go to Bible Verse of the Day, dailyverses.net, and just read a couple verses. You just read a couple verses every day. Read the Bible if you have a physical one. Just get closer to God the more you can, because if we are in Jesus, we have peace. When this world will be coming to chaotic 7-year tribulation, people will not have peace in their hearts. They won't have tranquility of mind with everything that's happening, the earthquakes, the disasters, all the things that are happening, currently in this world. And I posted this, as a steak, eat meat. They keep telling people, get off meat, eat vegetables, eat bugs. I don't mind eating some vegetables, but eat meat. Find a butcher close to where you live and just find as many good priced meats as you can. Another advice that I give you is I don't support Amazon too much, but I do have Amazon to so I could get deliveries of really good priced giant bags of rice. Get good deals on pastas. If you go to Walmart, sometimes they have discounts on pastas, and they post as much pasta as they can in an aisle. I got a giant box of pastas for 20 cents a package, and it was a pretty decent amount of pasta in the package. So I got maybe, I don't know, 50 packages of pasta per 20 cents each, and I just got the whole box and I stored it away. So if you find ways to hoard pasta or stock away food the best you can, do that, guys. Do that. Save pasta as much as you can. Save rice. Save beans, dried beans. Save the stuff the best you can. Alright, guys, so I'm going to play this video as you see here on the screen. Look at her neck. It just looks like somebody has a mask and it's slowly ungluing. If you notice on the edges of her neck right there, slowly ungluing. So I think that maybe there's people who are either acting with mask on, and they have actors in the Capitol. So who knows what you could be experiencing in reality in the Capitol and who the people really are. There's so many conspiracy theories out there. I delve into some of them, not all of them, but I think I made this video pretty long, 17:30. Alright, so I'm going to end the video. Hit like and subscribe for more news. I don't usually come and make a lot of videos recently because what I have to share is pretty much groundbreaking in the sense that either you wake up or you don't, Stay with Jesus. God will protect you through everything. Pray for other people. I recently had an incident with my dog where he lost appetite and he wasn't feeling good. And what we did was we asked for prayer for him. Then I tried getting him pumpkin to eat to help his digestion, and he slowly started gaining his appetite again. Prayer is key and important when it comes to everything in our lives. So thank you so much for those people that prayed for my dog Blue. He's back to his normal self. He's healthy. He's running around. I got him digestive pills so he can digest food better. He is totally off dry food now because apparently that's the issue that he had. The dry food wasn't going good with his stomach, so now he eats wet food. So thank you for all of those people who prayed for my dog, and God bless you guys. See you guys on the other side.